is there a good way for homebrewers to sterilize their equipment if I want to use lacto or Brett? I am not able to have separate equipment for this. It depends on what equipment you're talking about, because you can potentially have separate equipment if we're thinking about the same things. Um, if your obviously kettle is not an issue. If you have a solid surface fermenter, if you're using a glass carboy, if you are fermenting in stainless, you can ferment wild things in those vessels. You need to be on point though. Okay. Um, I would say that if you are, but notice I'm only talking about hard surface vessels. I'm not talking about plastic. Plastic is far too porous and it'll hide those boys in there and you won't be able to get it clean. Okay. That's just me. And I'm also not crazy about the oxygen ingress with plastic. Yeah, I mean, if you're talking about stuff like that, you can probably get by with really good cleaning and sanitizing processes. If you're talking about fermenting something in stainless, you're going to want to have softs specifically for that, though. Okay, so if you have stainless and you have some tri-clamp things, and there's the rubber gasket that goes between, think about having one color gasket for wild beers and another color for your clean beers. And you would want anything that's soft. So you would want to have if you have a butterfly valve, you want a butterfly valve that would be for that stuff only. Think about it like that. If you're talking buckets for fermentation, then yeah, maybe you do have room in the budget for another fermentation bucket. That would be a good way to go. Again, with fermenting in buckets, I would caution you to look at long-term storage and potentially oxygen ingress, just as something to think about. If we're talking about transfer equipment is something that you would probably want to have a second set for. And again, if it's tubing, racking canes, you can have stainless steel racking canes. I had a stainless steel racking cane. They have like the auto siphon, or at least they used to. So like some plastic stuff. I wouldn't feel comfortable using the same auto siphon on something, though. But between wild ferment, a wild type yeast and your standard stuff, I wouldn't like to do that. Obviously, you can boil smalls, stuff like that. Listen, I mean, this stuff isn't mutant. It dies in the face of heat and stuff like that. Pasteurization works. So if you do have metal parts, soft parts, you can pasteurize those in water at a certain temperature for X amount of time. Look it up on a chart. If you can create a situation where you can raise the temperature on something, yeah, but you wouldn't want to be doing that with glass. You wouldn't want to be doing that. Yeah, I mean, you could be with stainless, but you would just be better off swapping out your softs, man. That's my thought. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. If you feel as if you got any value out of the video, please like and subscribe. There are also other videos that you can watch. They're gonna maybe be over here or over here. Appreciate you watching.